What's up, everybody? Tom Pelissero here outside the Vikings Winter Park headquarters on Friday. 2 days and less than 48 hours before the Vikings take on the Miami Dolphins in the home opener at the Metrodome. The big injury issue that we've talked about throughout the week, Percy Harvin's hip. Got a chance to ask him about it finally in the locker room today. He said they initially felt something in practice on Monday. By Wednesday, it had gotten a little bit worse. He took Thursday off for treatment. And although he was listed as limited today, I looked. He wasn't on the practice field when we got back in there at the end of practice because we're not allowed to see anything past individual drills. So it doesn't appear that Harvin did a whole lot out there. And Brad Childress said that basically he was taking mental repetitions. However, when I began to tell Harvin that Childress had said he'd be a game-time decision, Harvin laughed, grabbed my arm, and said, well, if that's what Coach says, then I guess we'll see pregame. Pretty obvious that he thinks that he's going to be out there, and that's important for the Vikings because the receiving core needs to be able to get on track after having only 4 catches against New Orleans. Brett Favre's inaccuracy had a big part of that, but also the fact that Percy Harvin cut off a couple of routes. There was a bubble screen or a quick hitter that was thrown out to him. It didn't even look like he was ready for the ball. Bernard Berrien stumbling and falling on one play, dropping another ball. Those guys need to be able to get in gear. It's worth wondering, will the fact that Harvin wasn't out there for part of the week impact his effectiveness against the Dolphins? Miami has some questions at the corners. You'd think with the amount of cover 1 and cover 3 that they play, that the Vikings would be able to exploit them a little bit on the edges. But again, that comes down to whether or not the receivers and the quarterback are on the same page. One guy I expect to see a bigger impact from on Sunday, Greg Camarillo, only played 7 snaps against New Orleans. He's had 10 days more in the scheme now. Spent a lot of time with his playbook last weekend, trying to get down some of the terminology, trying to put on a better practice performance. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he ends up being out there for 20, 25 snaps in this football game on Sunday. Back with more on Sunday from the Metrodome. Until then, see ya.